It's just crazy to think. Especially because now, like you mentioned, we look stuff up. Mm-hmm. We Google stuff all the time. Fun fact, by the way, Google, that was actually a term that Google did not want to be used as a verb. Google. There's this thing, I can't remember the term for it, but there's this term where when a brand kind of becomes associated with either a verb or a general thing, rather, like Kleenex, when people talk about tissues, they'll talk about Kleenex, or a lot of people refer to soda as pop, or fizz. Coke, I mean, when they just mean any kind of soda. Different things like that. So, it's a brand delusion, or something like that it's called, and so with Google, it was the show Buffy the Vampire Slayer. This is back in like 2002. They used the term, you can Google it. And Google hated that. But basically, people kind of just won by war of attrition because they kept using the term, people would keep using the term Google as a verb, and they just kind of accepted. They were like, all right, fine. So they just, But it's interesting how that happens with different brands and stuff.
It really is.
Yeah. But, speaking of Google, Google and specifically YouTube. See, there's ups and downs to everything, because you have the incredible ability that Google and YouTube has brought on, for people to broadcast yourself, right? Especially. And the thing is, though, they people can put up basically whatever they want. So they have to have things in place to make sure that, full movies aren't being put on, and, music and stuff like that, all this different stuff. And they have different copyright systems in place. Well, they have a really, really shitty copyright system, because a lot of it's automatic. So here's a story. There was an episode of Family Guy, and I don't know about you, I'm not a big fan of Family Guy.
Me neither.
But there was an episode of Family Guy, and where they were exploiting this glitch from a well-known, I'm not sure if it was Super Nintendo or it was NES, but it was this retro game they were playing. And basically what happened was, they're exploiting the glitch, but the footage that they used of them playing the game, the footage they used of the gameplay, was footage that someone else had recorded and put on YouTube. And they didn't credit them for it or anything. And it got worse, because this username was called Switch, spelled SW1TCH. This was put up years before the video before the Family Guy episode was made. Because of YouTube's broken-ass copyright system, it recognized that clip from Family Guy and copyrighted the person's own material.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Bunch of thieves.
Yeah. Oh man, it was so fucked up. It was so, yeah. Oh god, it was bad. And that little factoid, as well as the Google thing, I definitely can't speak. I definitely can't take credit for any of that on my own. There's an incredible. I don't know if you follow any YouTube channels or anything else like that where they speak, where they kind of are like, I guess, I don't know if I want to say educational, but they, you learn interesting things or whatever, right? So there's this great one I follow called Fact Fiend, and that's where those things came from. It's these great guys that they basically just talk in front of to each other about a different topic of the day, a different subject, which is based on an article that the author Carl Smallwood had made, and yes, that's his real name, had made on an article on the website called Fact Fiend. And it's really cool. It's a really cool concept. It's a really cool. It's dope what they do, and that's something else that's such a cool thing. But that would have never existed 10, 20, no, maybe 10, 20, 30 years ago, right? That never would have existed. Like, it wouldn't be possible. You know, I mean, the closest thing we had to what YouTube offers us now is there used to be, and there still is, well, maybe there's not anymore, but there was, like public access cable or something like that it was called. That's what, like, on Wayne's World, what they were, how they that was a show they had on public access.
Okay.
And that's what Trevor Moore from The Whitest Kid You Know, that's how he started, and different things like that. But it just pales in comparison to what we have with YouTube and everything. I mean, this is how, that's how Bo Burnham got his start. Hell, that's how fucking Justin Bieber got his start.
Bo Burnham, my dude.
Dude, I know. And I know you love Oh Bo. I know that's your favorite.
That song is a riot. For those of you who haven't heard it, go look it up. It is...
Well, it's Bo Burnham, and the song is called Oh Bo.
Some say it's ridiculous. I say it's fantastic.
Kind of fucking destroy their ears. Don't do that. But no, seriously. Like, I'm hearing the feedback, and that's gonna fuck up their ears. You're gonna hurt them.
It's okay.
Gee, rest in peace, headphone users. Anyway.
You know I'm a loud person.
That's fair. I can balance the audio and shit for them. Anyway. What were we talking about? Yes. So yeah, but yeah, Bo Burnham and all the and Bieber and all these people kind of really blew up. So did oh my god, Rebecca Black.
Never heard of her.
Yes, you have.
I
yes,
have
you.
not.
You know the song Friday. We talked about this
song.
like a few days ago.
Never mind.
Yeah, she did the Friday song, which really interesting story about that too. She with that, so that was basically supposed to be a birthday present that she would make this little thing with some friends, and nothing major was supposed to happen with it, but the people that made it put it online, and people started making fun of her for the song and everything. It was supposed to be something that no one really saw. She went through a lot of shit because of it, where she had to move to different schools, but she really got her life together. And, her life wasn't she wasn't fucked up. She was just, being bullied and shit. But she's actually a really good singer now. She's legitimately, she's good. But she got her start on YouTube. And so many of these people got their start either through that or the internet. Or you got the Vine stars, right? That are professional, comedians and stuff now and different things like that. It's just such an incredible... I mean, the internet as a whole just kind of opened up this whole new world for everybody, and I don't know. It's crazy to think about how different it would have been. Just if these kind of things just didn't exist. Same thing with models. You get Instagram models and stuff like that they're kind of like traditional models, except they're doing it all on Instagram. And, they're getting all the perks of being a model, maybe even more, and they're doing it all from Instagram and different. And it's insane.
It's mind-boggling.
What?
It's mind-boggling.
Mind-boggling. Yes, it is.
Mind-boggling.
Yes, it is. I don't know. Yeah, I don't. Are there any major kind of contributions to the internet you can think of that the world just wouldn't be the same without? Preferably beneficial ones.
I can't think of any, to be honest. Really, I can't. I literally can't think of any contributions.
Really? You can't think of any other really great websites or anything that have been created and majorly changed the world? Not even Twitter or something?
I mean, Facebook?
Facebook was the big one that kind of was the catalyst.
MySpace.
MySpace was the first. Bro. Yes. Yeah.
Other than that, I can't think of any.
We were both pretty young at the time, but did you ever have a MySpace?
No, I didn't.
I wouldn't.
But recently, I actually went on the App Store and tried to find MySpace.
Uh-huh.
I can't find MySpace at all.
Right.
Literally, I'm I want to go old school, man. I want to see what MySpace was. No, my dad had MySpace.
You can see what the MySpace what MySpace looks like using the Wayback Machine or something like that. But Generally speaking...
Did you have a MySpace?
No. No, dude, I didn't even have a Facebook until, 2013, I think I made mine. So, it was fun. I guess I made my Facebook and my YouTube around the same time. It wasn't really intentional, but I guess it's just the way it happened. But yeah, I don't know. It's, I mean, no, but yeah, MySpace completely kind of changed, brought this concept of people. I mean, it was very similar to Facebook, of course, but I don't know. I guess I can't really speak much on mine. What I do know about MySpace, what's interesting, that's where a lot of bands like Never Shout Never or oh god, what was the one they have like a shit ton of controversy right now, and they're kind of a shitty band anyway. Blood on the Dance Floor. That's where they came from as well, and this very like synth pop kind of mix of, I don't know, this weird like emo scene synthy pop sort of.
Interesting.
Yeah, interesting is a word for it. That is a fitting word.